Most people think being broke is a numbers problem. Too little income, too many expenses, the wrong strategy. But money rarely collapses because of math. It collapses because of patterns, invisible, emotional, identity-based patterns that repeat long before a bank account changes. You can earn more and still feel behind. You can budget perfectly and still feel unsafe. You can manifest endlessly and still feel blocked, because money responds less to effort and more to the relationship you have with it. Here are 7 patterns that quietly keep people stuck, even when they're intelligent, hardworking, and spiritually aware. Number 1 is waiting to feel ready before you act. There is a belief that says, once I feel confident, healed, prepared, then I'll make more money. But readiness is not a prerequisite for wealth. It is often a byproduct of movement. This pattern keeps people endlessly studying, planning, refining, and preparing, while avoiding exposure, risk, or visibility. It feels responsible, but it's actually fear wearing a respectable costume. Money responds to engagement, not perfection. Waiting to feel ready often means waiting to feel safe, and safety rarely arrives before action. Number 2 is associating money with pressure, not support. For many people, money has never felt like ease. It has felt like responsibility, obligation, weight. More money meant more stress, more demands, more expectations, more guilt. So the nervous system quietly learns, less money equals less pressure. Even if the mind wants abundance, the body resists it. Until money feels like support instead of strain, it will continue to be subconsciously limited, not because you don't want it, but because your system is protecting you. Number 3 is overgiving to prove worth. Some people try to earn money. Others try to deserve it. They give more than they charge. They overdeliver. They underreceive. They feel uncomfortable being paid without exhausting themselves first. This pattern usually formed early, when love, approval, or safety had to be earned through effort. But money does not flow to self-sacrifice. It flows to self-valuation. When giving becomes a way to prove worth, receiving will always feel disproportionate, and abundance will remain just out of reach. Number 4 is confusing struggle with virtue. There is a quiet moral story many people carry. If it's easy, it must not be real. If I didn't suffer, I didn't earn it. This belief glorifies exhaustion and distrusts flow. So when things begin to work, when money arrives with less effort, discomfort arises, guilt appears, self-sabotage follows. The system corrects back to struggle because struggle feels familiar, honest, even safe. But struggle is not a measure of integrity. Ease is not a moral failure. Next one is living in a constant state of almost stable, almost caught up, almost there. This pattern keeps life perpetually on the verge of improvement, but never fully arrived. It's driven by subtle self-distrust. If I relax, something will go wrong. So the nervous system stays vigilant. Money comes in, but never long enough to settle. There is always an invisible emergency, a reason not to exhale yet. Wealth requires the ability to stay, to let good things last without bracing for collapse. Number 6 is separating spirituality from money. Many people believe money is either spiritual or material, never both. They heal, meditate, surrender, but feel conflicted about earning, charging, or desiring more. This split creates an inner contradiction. One part expands, the other contracts. But money is not anti-spiritual. It magnifies whatever relationship you already have with power, trust, and self-authority. Until money is integrated into your spiritual life, instead of excluded from it, abundance will feel unsafe or off-path. The last one is identifying with the struggling version of yourself. This is the quietest pattern and the most powerful. Some people don't just experience financial struggle. They are the one who struggles. It becomes identity, story, familiar ground. When abundance threatens that identity, the system resists, not because it prefers pain, but because it fears losing who it knows itself to be. Letting money change your life also means letting it change you, and that can feel like a kind of death. Money does not respond to affirmations alone. It responds to safety, self-trust, and identity coherence. When money patterns shift, life doesn't just improve, it reorganizes. And that's why change can feel slow, emotional, and deeply personal. But the moment you see these patterns clearly, they begin to loosen. Awareness doesn't fix them instantly, but it breaks their invisibility. And once a pattern is seen, it can no longer quietly run your life. That's where real wealth begins.